As a high school senior, I knew that I had to find scholarship money to attend college, and so I probably applied for about 100 or 150 different scholarships my senior year, and this was one of them. For me, I was a first-generation college student, so I can remember talking with my father about what to expect when I got to college. He was like, I don't know, go figure it out. Prior to applying for the Davis scholarship, I didn't know who Dick Davis was. So for a kid coming up from North Omaha, seeing a prominent African American was a big deal in the late 80s, early 90s.
Our family came from humble beginnings, the Omaha projects, and I went to 4 elementary schools as I was trying to go to school, and that's because poor folks basically have a hard time basically staying in one place. There was no transition. I became more and more successful as a student when we basically sort of settled down and I went to one school. By the time I was a junior at North High School, I had no inclination of I was going to go to school. It was athletics that drew me to education.
Dr. Dick Davis is a strong-minded community leader and businessman. He was a gifted athlete at the high school, collegiate, and professional levels, and a passionate educator in the Omaha School District. Dick became a fierce advocate for expanding education access to minority and low-income students across the state of Nebraska. His older brother Rick was a business community leader and former football star at the University of Nebraska at Omaha. Rick's passing in 1988 provided the inspiration for a scholarship.
He had died young at 44, pancreatic cancer, and he had basically said, Dick, I want to do something big and great, and for kids, because that's the Davis way.
It started with Uncle Rick and a dream, and Dick, and they came together, brothers, and he left that thought in his brother's mind, and he worked very hard. He didn't talk about that, but he worked very hard to make it happen through getting others to come along the side.
He actually leveraged a fund of $50,000 that the Davis family had put together from the estate of his brother Rick Davis. And he took that $50,000 and leveraged it to what is now more than $3 million. And he did that by working very closely with the NU Foundation and with the legislature and other donors, which is indicative of how effective he can be once he decides to do something. He can be very persuasive.
We went to the unicameral, Senator Eric Chambers, and we basically said, well, there has never been a minority scholarship in the state of Nebraska. There are a lot of them now, but there were none when we started. When folks only have school and trying to perform in school as their highest priority, they become even more successful.
When I was invited to participate on the committee, I thought, oh, I'm interested in scholarships. I'm an educator, and I know the importance of scholarships, and for children to receive them. But when I became involved with the committee and saw the impact that each scholarship has on each one of the students that receives them, I was hooked at that point.
It's really very rewarding to see the students, especially those that are the first ones in their families that have gone through higher education. It's just extremely rewarding to see them apply and really do an excellent job in finishing up the 4 years and moving on.
The Davis Family Scholarship has helped a large number of students. Several hundred students have come to the university and have succeeded because of the influence of the family.
Had it not been for the Davis Scholarship, they would not have made it, because we knew that money that they were going to get was going to last 4 years if they kept their grades up. And you didn't have to worry about whether they had to get a job or not. Even if they fell along the wayside, he didn't just take the money away from them. We found another way to work with them in order for them to maintain what they had to do at the school level. So if Davis stops, oh, I think the world's gonna fall apart. I want him to continue to do that because students are his first priority, and I mean that.
When I think about the scholarship and what my family has instilled in me, I just feel like that one child at a time, making a difference one child at a time, impacting, making a difference in that child one at a time, and not to let one go.
He does not like to leave any child behind. Everybody, as far as he is concerned, is a diamond in the rough, and his monies go well in hand for those families who are needed.
If a person has that leadership quality that, you know, that wants to be somebody and wants to help somebody, the only thing you have to do is just give them the fertile ground, and they'll get that done, and that's hopefully what we try to do.
I couldn't have been paired up with a better man in life than Dick Davis, because he actually provided a light in my life and has to this day, as a husband, as a father, and as a friend.